Chen Mo awakens in 1980 beside Qing Shua, a woman who died saving him. In his first life, fear and gossip drove away three widows who later sacrificed everything for him. Now his young body retains 80 years of hunting experience, while a hidden spirit space soon grants miraculous land and water. This time Chen Mo accepts the women before hunger, cruelty, and a mountain disaster can destroy them. He promises Qing Shualin Waner and Zhao Ming that nobody will bully them again. Within days, his second life produces meat, money, strength, and the first real home any of them has known. Yet every improvement draws greedy relatives closer, especially the mother who once let his wife die. Chen Mo has returned with one purpose, and his family will never be sacrificed again. Moments earlier, Qing Shua had been pressed against him, asking whether they could live together. Chen Mo pushed her away in panic because he remembered watching her die decades ago. The mud walls, wooden beams, and newspaper-covered windows confirm that he is inside his former home. That fragile house collapsed 10 years before his death, yet every familiar detail now surrounds him. His spotted hands are gone, replaced by the strong fingers of a 27-year-old man. At the doorway, Lin Waner and Zhao Ming stand beside Qing Shua, alive and anxious. Chen Mo realizes he has returned to the winter that changed all four lives. His wife died from cancer 6 months earlier, leaving him isolated and buried beneath debt. The three neighboring widows have also lost their husbands under cruel and unusual circumstances. Their in-laws expelled them, while their birth families refused to take them back. With no food or protection, they have endured constant harassment from village thugs. They came tonight hoping four abandoned people could survive by supporting one another. During Chen Mo's first life, he rejected them because village gossip frightened him. That cowardly decision followed him for decades, especially after the mountain disaster. Chen Mo later became trapped during a mudslide while hunting deep in the mountains. The three women found him and risked their lives trying to pull him free. A falling boulder crushed Lin Waner before she could escape the collapsing slope. A tree shattered Zhao Ming's leg and she bled to death in the freezing mud. Qing Shua carried Chen Mo downward until a second wall of earth swept toward them. She pushed him into a cave first, surrendering her own chance to survive. Chen Mo lived because all three women died protecting the man who had rejected them. He carried that guilt through a long, lonely life and never found peace. Now Qing Shua mistakes his shocked reaction for another rejection and forces herself upright. Her pride barely hides the terror of returning to another night without shelter. Lin Waner lowers her eyes while Zhao Ming prepares to lead them away. Before they can leave, Chen Mo gives the answer he should have given before. He welcomes them into his home and declares that they belong there now. More importantly, he promises that nobody will ever mistreat them without facing him. The three women break down because simple protection feels impossible after years of rejection. Their relief soon exposes another problem that none of them wishes to admit. They have not eaten for 2 days, and Lin Waner's stomach betrays their hunger. Her face turns crimson, but Chen Mo responds with warmth rather than embarrassment. He leads them into the frozen yard and approaches a carefully stacked wood pile. Beneath the logs, he digs through hard soil and uncovers an oilcloth bundle. Inside are nearly 10 pounds of sweet potatoes hidden from his own relatives. Chen Mo learned long ago that his mother and older brothers would seize anything useful. When the family divided its property, his brothers received houses, fields, and livestock. Chen Mo received a collapsing shack despite surrendering every earning since his teenage years. His mother had even claimed there was no money when he wanted to marry. She provided no bride price, wedding banquet, new clothes, or meaningful assistance. His late wife married him anyway because she valued his character above his poverty. When illness made her cough blood, Chen Mo knelt outside his mother's door. He begged for medicine money while she calmly cracked sunflower seeds inside. She accused him of bringing misfortune and refused to sacrifice his brother's future houses. His wife died because the family he had supported would not spare anything. Qing Shua and the others understand because their own relatives treated them similarly. In the kitchen, Chen Mo boils the sweet potatoes until steam fills the room. The women eat desperately, burning their fingers because hunger overwhelms caution. Chen Mo watches without touching his portion, feeling an old burden finally loosen. In one life, they gave him everything and he had given them nothing. This warm meal becomes the first small repayment in a debt beyond calculation. The women notice he is not eating and save the largest sweet potato. They insist that family members share food even when the food is painfully scarce. That word strikes Chen Mo harder than any insult or hardship ever did. He takes a bite and discovers that the humble potato tastes unexpectedly sweet. Later, he brings them into the only bedroom where one wooden bed fills the space. Enough old blankets remain to protect 3 exhausted women from the winter cold. Chenmo tells them to take the bed, but they misunderstand his intentions. Believing shelter demands payment, the women begin loosening their worn clothing beneath the oil lamp. Each carries shame learned from people who treated widows as property rather than human beings. Chenmo immediately stops them and makes clear that he expects nothing in return. Their confusion reveals how completely kindness has disappeared from their experience. He cannot explain their deaths or his rebirth without sounding completely insane. Instead, he says abandoning them would leave a stain his conscience could never bear. A decent man protects desperate people. He does not exploit their fear and hunger. Chenmo spreads an old blanket across the floor and gives them the bed. Lin Wanner protests because she believes the household head should never sleep below everyone. Chenmo turns his back and ends the argument by promising tomorrow will be busy. The women remain standing for a long time, studying the man before them. Eventually, they climb beneath the blankets and begin whispering softly together. Lin Wanner worries Chenmo despises them because each has been married before. Qingxua explains that their reputations hide a truth nobody in the village knows. None of the 3 women ever shared a real marriage with her husband. Qingxua's stepmother sold her to a dying man who could barely move. Zhou Ming married at 15 to a tuberculosis victim who died months later. Lin Wanner's gambling parents sold her to a village fool who later fell from a cliff. Married only on paper, they remained untouched, while society labeled them husband killers. Qingxua urges the other 2 to remember Chenmo's mercy and remain loyal. Zhou Ming promises to repay his kindness through honest work and unwavering support. Lin Wanner quietly resolves to care for him throughout the rest of her life. Chenmo hears only fragments before exhaustion finally pulls him into sleep. At dawn, he wakes to an empty bed and immediately fears something happened. Outside, the 3 women are already transforming his neglected home through relentless work. Qingxua sweeps the yard while Zhou Ming washes clothes beside the frozen well. Lin Wanner scrubs the cooking pot until its dark surface begins to shine. Their hands are red from cold, yet the entire yard has become spotless. Qingxua presents Chenmo with a warm sweet potato saved from the night before. After eating, he retrieves a bamboo bow fitted with sharpened bone arrowheads. Snow is coming and 4 people need meat, fuel, and animal skins. The women see only a poor villager carrying a crude homemade weapon. They cannot know that Chenmo spent decades mastering wilderness survival after leaving this village. He began as a clumsy youth who struggled to catch even a rabbit. Experience eventually made him capable of striking targets from 100 steps away. He learned to read broken grass, shifting wind, distant calls, and nearly invisible tracks. Wealthy foreigners later hired him to guide hunts across Africa, North America, and Siberia. He faced lions, buffalo, wolves, and bears before dying as an experienced old hunter. Reborn inside a healthy young body, Chenmo possesses every skill that once took decades. Feeding 3 additional people no longer seems impossible, even with winter approaching fast. Qingxua worries about wild boars and wolves roaming through the mountain forests. Chenmo assures her that he understands those mountains better than any local hunter. Before he leaves, Qingxua removes the jade pendant hanging against her chest. The pendant is the only possession left by her mother before her stepmother ruined everything. It carried Qingxua through years of abuse, hunger, and undeserved humiliation. Now she presses it into Chenmo's palm and asks it to protect him. He tries to refuse because the heirloom holds more value than anything he owns. Qingxua insists, while the other women remind him that they will await his return. For the first time in years, someone genuinely expects Chenmo to come home. He hangs the pendant around his neck and walks into the bitter mountain cold. His breath turns white and the freezing air quickly stiffens his exposed fingers. After walking farther, warmth begins spreading from the center of his chest. The heat does not come from movement sunlight or the layers beneath his coat. Green light leaks through the cloth as the jade pendant grows almost painfully hot. Before Chenmo can remove it, a brilliant glow swallows his entire body. He opens his eyes beneath a blue sky inside an endless field of green grass. A crystal spring flows nearby, shining with light that seems alive beneath the surface. Neat farmland plots stretch beyond it beside a fenced area prepared for animals. At the center stands a 2-story villa with white walls and red tiles. Chenmo recognizes the impossible place from magical stories read during his former life. The jade pendant contains a private world and somehow he has activated it. Qingxua wore the pendant for years without witnessing anything remotely unusual. Chenmo has carried it less than an hour, suggesting his rebirth triggered the space. He kneels beside the glowing spring and drinks one careful handful of water. The effect races through his body before he can even swallow completely. Fatigue vanishes, old soreness dissolves, and strength floods through every tightened muscle. His blood moves faster, his skin clears, and his senses become noticeably sharper. The spring makes Chen Mo feel as though he has been reborn twice. Inside the villa, modern furniture from his remembered future fills spacious, empty rooms. A leather sofa, television, stove, refrigerator, beds, and blankets wait without supplies. The space provides shelter and equipment, but Chen Mo must gather everything else himself. As he explores upstairs, a calm presence suddenly speaks directly within his mind. The spirit of the space has slept for 1,000 years, awaiting a compatible master. Qingshua's body never matched it, but Chen Mo possesses the required connection. The spirit asks him to use this miraculous world to help suffering people. Chen Mo remembers famine, preventable deaths, and 3 women buried beneath a mountain. He accepts the responsibility because wasting such power would repeat his greatest failure. Knowledge then pours into his mind, explaining every basic rule of the hidden realm. Crops grow much faster inside while stored food remains perfectly fresh indefinitely. Time moves normally, and Chen Mo can enter or leave through a single thought. After returning to the mountain path, he discovers the pendant is no longer required. The private world now answers his mind, giving him storage, shelter, and instant escape. With the secret secured, Chen Mo moves deeper into the forest and begins hunting. His steps become silent as old instincts guide his young body through familiar terrain. Fresh tracks lead him to a fat rabbit feeding near exposed winter grass. One bone-tipped arrow strikes through its head before the animal senses danger. Chen Mo stores the rabbit inside the space without carrying a single extra pound. During the next 2 hours, 3 more rabbits and 2 pheasants join it. Small game could feed the household briefly, but Chen Mo wants something more valuable. Deep hoof prints reveal a wild boar weighing at least 200 pounds. He follows churned mud and broken brush until a massive black shape enters view. Steel-like bristles cover its body, while curved tusks threaten anything approaching carelessly. Chen Mo circles downwind and waits until the soft area behind one ear opens. His arrow flies once, penetrates cleanly, and drops the boar without a struggle. The entire carcass disappears into storage before its blood can cool. Without the spirit space, no lone man could carry such weight through mountain terrain. Chen Mo now possesses enough meat to protect his household from immediate hunger. He turns homeward, but heavy movement begins disturbing the bushes behind him. Green eyes appear between the branches, followed by more shapes spreading outward. 5 gray wolves emerge and form a half circle around the solitary hunter. Their leader stands nearly waist-high, growling, while the others search for angles. A normal archer facing an organized pack would have almost no chance to survive. One wolf distracts from the front, while its companions tear into exposed sides. Chen Mo can escape instantly, but 5 warm pelts could protect the women all winter. He places his back against a tree and draws before the pack finishes closing. The first arrow pierces a throat, killing the nearest wolf before it can leap. A second shot drops another animal while surprise still freezes the remaining 3. The alpha howls, and every surviving wolf charges from a different direction. Their jaws close on empty air as Chen Mo vanishes inside the spirit space. Momentum sends the confused animals crashing against the tree where he stood. From within the hidden realm, Chen Mo watches their movements through a floating view. He drinks spring water, restores his energy, and designs a safer method. Chen Mo reappears, shoots the 3rd wolf, and disappears before the pack can turn. His next attack cripples the alpha's leg, leaving its skull exposed to another arrow. The final wolf flees, but Chen Mo strikes its back before it reaches cover. 5 wolves now lie dead around the tree that should have become his grave. He stores every carcass beside the boar, rabbits, and pheasants inside the space. The successful hunt creates a dangerous problem because its scale cannot be explained. One man cannot openly carry hundreds of pounds from the mountain without raising suspicion. Chen Mo learned across 80 years that greed can corrupt relatives, friends, and officials. The spirit space must remain secret even from the women he intends to protect. He removes only 2 rabbits and ties them visibly around his waist. Everything else will appear gradually through believable hunts, sales, and household use. Near home, Chen Mo sees all 3 women running toward him with frightened faces. Qingxua spent the afternoon watching the village entrance, afraid he might never return. She checks him for injuries before scolding him for staying away so long. The 2 fat rabbits silence her, and amazement replaces the fear in every expression. Even the village's best hunter rarely catches 1 rabbit during an entire winter day. Chen Mo dismisses his achievement as luck, though none of the women believes him. Qingshua's eyes fill because nobody has ever worked this hard to feed her. Inside the house, the women skin both rabbits while Chen Mo prepares the fire. One rabbit becomes a rich braised dish, while the second is reserved for soup. Decades of lonely living taught Chen Mo to cook with patience and practical skill. Ginger, garlic, green onion oil, and soy sauce fill the yard with irresistible fragrance. Xiaoming has not tasted meat for 3 years, and Lin Wanner remembers almost none. Their hands tremble as they eat while tears fall into bowls they refuse to abandon. Chen Mo tells them this meal is not a miracle, only the beginning. Unfortunately, the fragrance travels beyond the wall and reaches several hungry neighbors. His second brother's wife peers into the yard and sees rabbit meat covering the table. She also sees Chen Mo eating beside 3 widows his mother already despises. Greed sends her running toward the main family house with a carefully sharpened story. She claims anything Chen Mo hunts belongs to the family that raised him. His mother Wang Heihua arrives soon afterward and kicks open the wooden gate. The sister-in-law follows behind smiling because she expects humiliation and free meat. Wang Heihua condemns Chen Mo for feeding outsiders without presenting food to his mother. She insults the 3 women as shameless widows and attacks his late wife's memory. Qingxua, Lin Wanner, and Zhao Ming turn pale but refuse to answer. They understand that defending themselves will only give cruel villagers new weapons. Chen Mo places down his chopsticks and remembers how silence destroyed them before. He stands and orders Wang Heihua to leave his property immediately. The command shocks everyone because her most obedient son never resisted her in the past. Chen Mo then describes the unequal division that gave his brothers almost everything. He recounts years of labor, unpaid earnings, and a marriage funded without family help. Most painfully, he recalls kneeling for medicine while his wife coughed blood nearby. Wang Heihua saved money for her favored sons and let an innocent woman die. Now the smell of 2 rabbits has awakened a maternal concern that never existed before. Chen Mo declares that their relationship ended on the day his wife was buried. Not 1 grain from his household will ever enter the main Chen family home. Wang Heihua threatens to summon the village chief and publicly judge his lack of devotion. Chen Mo welcomes that hearing because the whole village remembers how she treated him. Fear immediately weakens her threat, but the sister-in-law attacks from another direction. She promises to spread rumors about one man secretly living with 3 young widows. Chen Mo counters with knowledge carried from a scandal exposed during his former life. He mentions her hidden meetings with Wang Mazi inside a cornfield after harvest. Her face drains when he offers to identify a private mark on the man's body. The bluff works because guilt makes her reveal more than any witness could prove. Wang Heihua turns against her daughter-in-law, recognizing the pattern of secret field visits. Their alliance collapses as accusations of adultery replace demands for rabbit meat. Even then, Wang Heihua reaches toward the serving bowl, unwilling to leave empty-handed. Chen Mo removes it first and rejects every claim of blood duty or entitlement. Villagers gather outside whispering about the mother who ignored sickness but chased meat. Public judgment finally forces Wang Heihua and her disgraced daughter-in-law toward the gate. The 3 widows watch Chen Mo defend them, realizing his promise was never empty. As his mother retreats beneath mocking eyes, Chen Mo knows the next confrontation has already begun. Wang Heihua drags her disgraced daughter-in-law away, but her final glare promises revenge. The watching villagers disperse slowly, still whispering about cruelty, adultery, and unpaid family debts. Qingxua worries Chen Mo destroyed his remaining family ties because of them. Lin Wanner blames herself, believing their presence brought another storm to his home. Chen Mo explains that Wang Heihua abandoned him long before these women arrived. His mother's refusal to save his wife had already ended everything between them. Lin Wanner suddenly throws herself against his chest and begins sobbing uncontrollably. Nobody has ever defended her dignity without demanding payment afterward. Chen Mo wipes her tears and tells her to expect kindness from now onward. Zhao Ming embraces him from one side, unable to contain her own relief. Even composed Qingxua leans quietly against him, surrendering her practiced strength. Surrounded by 3 grateful women, Chen Mo finally understands what belonging feels like. After everyone sleeps, he quietly approaches the well beneath the winter darkness. He draws spirit spring water from the hidden space and pours it inside. A brief green shimmer disappears beneath the ordinary surface without leaving evidence. Every drink, meal, and wash will now strengthen the women's weakened bodies gradually. Chen Mo keeps this treatment secret because miraculous water would attract uncontrollable greed. Before dawn, he enters the space and finds the boar perfectly fresh. The household still lacks salt oilcloth medicine and nearly every winter necessity. More urgently, Chen Mo owes 100 yuan borrowed during his wife's illness. Several villagers trusted him when his own relatives refused to provide anything. In his previous life, repaying that enormous debt required years of painful labor. This time, the hidden boar can erase the burden almost immediately. Outside, Qingxua stands shivering in thin patched clothing beside the frozen yard. Chen Mo removes his cotton jacket and wraps it firmly around her shoulders. She tries refusing until another icy gust makes her entire body tremble. He instructs them to use rabbit skins for gloves and scarves while he travels. Qingxua asks where he is going, but Chen Mo answers only vaguely. He tells them to eat the remaining meat and avoid waiting hungry. At the village entrance, Old Yang's ox cart carries him toward town. During the ride, the driver mentions that everyone heard about last night's confrontation. Old Yang agrees Wang Heihua behaved disgracefully, yet warns that gossip remains dangerous. One widower sheltering 3 young widows gives malicious people endless material. He recommends registering them officially as household workers under the village chief. A written explanation would weaken rumors and protect everyone from future accusations. Chen Mo accepts the advice and plans to speak with the chief afterward. Town consists mainly of a supply store, grain station, post office, and clinic. Instead of visiting those places first, Chen Mo walks toward a narrow eastern alley. The hidden black market operates there behind guards paid by its local organizer. Grain cloth ration tickets, seeds, and livestock change hands despite legal risks. Chen Mo pays a small entrance fee and slips among the crowded stalls. In an unwatched corner, he removes the enormous boar from his spirit space. Spring water has strengthened him enough to shoulder nearly 300 pounds easily. Buyers stare as the young villager carries the beast through the market alone. A thin game dealer inspects the carcass and immediately summons several partners. Chen Mo demands 1 yuan per pound and refuses every attempt at bargaining. Regular pork costs less, but wild meat requires no ration tickets and tastes better. He also keeps the valuable hide for making winter clothing at home. The buyers divide the carcass and pay him 290 yuan. That fortune exceeds what many rural households could save over several years. Cash alone cannot purchase controlled goods, so Chen Mo next obtains ration tickets. He buys allowances for grain cloth meat, cooking oil, and white sugar. Afterward, an elderly seed seller shows him vegetables, corn potatoes, and sweet potatoes. Chen Mo imagines the empty farmland inside his space producing food throughout winter. He purchases large quantities of every useful variety for only 11 yuan. Hidden from surrounding eyes, the seed bags vanish instantly into private storage. An old woman nearby sells chicks, ducklings, and young rabbits in bamboo cages. Chen Mo buys 30 chicks, 20 ducklings, and 15 breeding rabbits. Inside the space, the confused animals quickly begin exploring the endless green grass. Rapid growth should soon provide eggs, meat, and a self-sustaining household food supply. At the official store, Chen Mo purchases salt, oil, sugar matches, and soap. He also buys cotton for blankets and 3 pieces of bright cloth. Red, blue, and green fabric will replace the women's thin, colorless rags. Even after supplies and debt repayment, more than 100 yuan will remain. For the first time, Chen Mo can see a secure future forming ahead. Returning to the cart, he carries a heavy sack and overflowing basket. Several village women fall silent because they had just mocked his expected starvation. Bright cloth, white sugar, cotton, and a gleaming boar hide expose their mistake. One woman demands to know where such a poor man obtained money. Chen Mo replies that honest earnings are none of her concern. Old Yang laughs because gossip has turned into embarrassed silence within moments. At the village entrance, however, a large crowd blocks the returning cart. Wang Heihua sits on the ground wailing and striking her thighs theatrically. She accuses her ungrateful son of denying his mother even 1 bite. The village chief stands nearby, visibly uncomfortable with the growing spectacle. When Chen Mo arrives carrying expensive supplies, the entire crowd becomes quiet. He places everything down and asks whether Wang Heihua has finished performing. She screams louder, but Chen Mo turns calmly toward the village chief. Before everyone, he recounts how his wife died after Wang Heihua refused help. He reminds the chief that their family relationship ended openly after the funeral. The chief confirms remembering that agreement, weakening every new accusation immediately. Wang Heihua claims she lacked money, but Chen Mo exposes her selective generosity. She financed celebrations for favored grandchildren while his wife begged for medicine. Chen Mo asks whether decades of labor ever left him owing that family anything. Villagers remember him performing the hardest work and surrendering every work point. They also remember his marriage receiving no financial assistance from his supposed family. Public opinion turns firmly against Wang Heihua despite her increasingly desperate crying. She then attacks the three widows, calling their living arrangement immoral. Some gossiping women support her until Chen Mo presents the circumstances clearly. The women were abandoned by both birth families and their deceased husband's relatives. Winter threatened them with starvation, exposure, violence, and almost certain tragedy. Chen Mo explains that they once helped him and assisted during his wife's funeral. Providing shelter and food therefore repays kindness rather than violating decency. He formally asks the village chief to register them as household workers. The chief recognizes that this arrangement solves a problem affecting the entire village. Without winter labor, the women had no work points or reliable food source. He approves their residence and promises to create official documentation. Wang Heihua protests that three women will damage the village's reputation. The chief asks why she does not house, clothe, and feed them herself. Her face turns green because supporting three additional people would cost too much. Laughter spreads through the crowd when her claimed compassion disappears under responsibility. The chief ends the dispute and orders Wang Heihua to stop creating scenes. Before leaving, she warns Chen Mo that the conflict is not finished. Once the crowd clears, Chen Mo gives the chief 100 yuan. The payment completely settles the village committee loan used for his wife's treatment. Surprised by the speed, the chief praises Chen Mo's reliability and determination. He mentions that national policies are beginning to permit more private economic activity. A capable worker may soon build opportunities impossible during earlier years. Chen Mo secretly knows the coming reform era better than anyone around him. He remembers which industries will rise, which markets will expand, and when. Combined with the spirit space that knowledge makes future wealth almost inevitable. For now, however, savings legitimacy and household security remain his immediate priorities. Qingxua and the others arrive breathlessly after hearing about Wang Heihua's latest disturbance. Chen Mo tells them the chief officially approved their continued residence. The chief confirms they can report anyone who threatens or harasses them. Their gratitude nearly becomes tears until he directs them to thank Chen Mo. Walking home, Qingxua quietly expresses appreciation once again. Chen Mo reminds her that family members should not constantly thank one another. At home, he gathers all three women for a serious discussion. Qingxua and Zhao Ming are older, tougher, and experienced enough to resist. If anyone attacks while he is absent, they must strike back immediately. Chen Mo promises both his support and the village chief's official protection. Zhao Ming's eyes redden because nobody ever permitted her to defend herself. Years of beatings taught her to swallow pain rather than challenge an abuser. Lin Wanner is smaller, so Chen Mo assigns her a different battlefield role. She should shout, gather witnesses, create pressure, and support the other women. Cooperation can defeat bullies stronger than any one of them individually. Lin Wanner insists she will become strong enough to protect everyone someday. Chen Mo laughs and ruffles her hair, making her blush without pulling away. He then opens the town purchases and displays each item before them. Salt, oil, sugar, cotton, and soap appear like treasures inside the poor house. The women stare in disbelief because such goods once seemed permanently unreachable. When Chen Mo reveals the colorful cloth, every expression becomes deeply emotional. He tells each woman to choose one piece and make herself new clothing. Lin Wanner protests that the fabric is too expensive for people like them. Chen Mo places it into her arms and says his people should look beautiful. All three women blush because his kindness now carries a warmer meaning. Their earlier offer came from desperation, fear, and an obligation to survive. After his protection, any future affection would come willingly from genuine trust. Finally, Chen Mo reveals the enormous wild boar hide hidden inside the sack. He explains that yesterday's hunt produced the animal later sold in town. The believable story protects the spirit space while accounting for his sudden money. Their surprise deepens when he announces the entire 100 yuan debt is repaid. Qingxua immediately promises that all three women will earn their place. They will manage household work while Chen Mo hunts and builds income. Zhao Ming receives responsibility for sewing the colorful cloth into new clothes. Lin Wanner and Qingxua will prepare quilts and process the boar hide. Lin Wanner then rushes away and returns carrying rabbit fur gloves and a scarf. Tight stitching and soft lining reveal hours of careful, inexperienced effort. Qingxua places the gloves over Chen Mo's hands with quiet tenderness. Zhao Ming rises on her toes and wraps the thick scarf around his neck. Lin Wanner nervously offers to repair anything that feels uncomfortable or uneven. Chen Mo tells them everything fits perfectly, though emotion roughens his voice. Nobody in his first life ever made something especially for him. Their small handmade gifts therefore feel more valuable than any future fortune. That evening, simple rabbit soup and sweet potato porridge taste like a feast. After dinner, the women send Chen Mo away while they complete every chore. Resting nearby, he listens to their laughter and hears a true household forming. Once everyone sleeps, Chen Mo enters the spirit space and begins farming. He plants cabbage, radish, cucumber, beans, peppers, tomatoes, eggplant, potatoes, and corn. Decades of agricultural experience guide every row distance and planting depth. A narrow channel carries spirit spring water throughout the prepared farmland. The chicks, ducklings, and rabbits have already grown larger within one day. Their rapid development confirms the space can create long-term abundance. Chen Mo spends hours cleaning 5 wolf carcasses and preserving each valuable pelt. The hidden realm automatically removes waste, making the difficult process far easier. Wolf fur proves warmer and softer than boar hide, perfect for winter coats. Hunting creates quick profit, but his bamboo bow places him at unnecessary risk. A licensed rifle would increase safety, efficiency, and the size of future harvests. Obtaining one requires approval from the village chief and passing an official examination. The next morning, Chen Mo approaches the chief's home and finds an angry crowd. A neighboring hunter from Wang Family Hollow stands there with a rifle. Wang claims exclusive ownership of the mountain hunting grounds used by both villages. His community has many licensed hunters, while Green Mountain Village has none. He mocks the villagers as dirt farmers unworthy of carrying firearms. The chief burns with anger but lacks anyone capable of challenging that claim. Chen Mo steps forward and declares that his village does have a hunter. Wang studies the young man and laughs at his homemade appearance. He proposes a contest deciding permanent access to the entire mountain. If Chen Mo wins, Wang Family Hollow will never interfere there again. If he loses Green Mountain, villagers must abandon hunting on the mountain forever. Despite the chief's warning, Chen Mo accepts because surrender would harm every poor household. The contest requires 5 attempts at sparrows resting in an old tree. Wang carries a rifle while Chen Mo produces only a wooden slingshot. Laughter erupts from the opposing villagers who mistake simplicity for incompetence. Wang fires first and kills 4 birds with 5 rifle shots. His supporters celebrate while Green Mountain villagers lower their heads in defeat. Chen Mo silently selects 5 smooth stones and studies the nervous remaining sparrows. The first stone punches through a bird's head before anyone can react. 4 more shots follow in rapid succession, each striking another sparrow perfectly. 5 dead birds fall within 5 seconds beneath a suddenly silent tree. Wang's face turns pale as Chen Mo drops the proof at his feet. Even his own men admit they have never witnessed such speed and accuracy. Green Mountain Village erupts with cheers, laughter, and long-suppressed pride. Wang keeps his wager and retreats with his humiliated companions. Afterward, the chief asks where Chen Mo learned such extraordinary shooting skill. Chen Mo credits older hunters and years of private practice in the mountains. Impressed, the chief offers a recommendation for the town hunter's license examination. The test includes shooting, tracking, wilderness survival, and hunting regulations. With official approval, Chen Mo can finally obtain a legitimate firearm. At home, he shares the news while Lin Wanner worries about gun accidents. Before he can reassure her fully, the village chief's wife enters carrying eggs. The large basket represents a precious reward that her household can barely spare. She insists Chen Mo earned it by defending the village against Wang Family Hollow. The women knew nothing about the contest, so she recounts every astonishing detail. 5 sparrows struck in 5 seconds leaves Qing Shua covering her mouth. Zhao Ming struggles to believe a slingshot defeated an experienced rifleman. Lin Wanner excitedly asks Chen Mo to demonstrate the skill for her later. Embarrassed by their admiration, he retreats inside while the women laugh together. Outside, their laughter gives way to an unexpectedly serious private agreement. Each admits her feelings have grown beyond gratitude into genuine affection. They admired Chen Mo even before moving in, especially during his wife's illness. His loyalty proved he would never abandon someone merely because life became difficult. One man and 3 affectionate women could easily create jealousy and painful division. Qingxua asks them to promise that their sisterhood will survive any outcome. If Chen Mo chooses one, the others will offer sincere blessings without resentment. If he accepts all 3, they will remain together as one unusual family. Zhou Ming jokes about whether Chen Mo could endure such a demanding household. Linwaner blushes deeply, yet quietly, suggests his strength should be sufficient. Their tension breaks into laughter while Chen Mo remains completely unaware inside. The following morning, Old Yang provides a free ride to the militia compound. He says Chen Mo earned it by restoring pride to their entire village. The kindness reminds Chen Mo that unrelated neighbors treated him better than blood relatives. He silently promises to repay every person who supported him during hardship. Armed guards inspect his documents before allowing him into the town training grounds. Militia soldiers and civilian applicants gather there for the hunter's examination. A well-dressed young man named Wang Jianjun immediately begins mocking Chen Mo. He is Wang De's nephew and wants revenge for his uncle's public defeat. Wang Jianjun boasts that childhood firearm training made him superior to ordinary villagers. Chen Mo ignores the insults because performance will answer more effectively than argument. Captain Zhao explains that applicants must pass shooting, tracking, and wilderness survival. The first stage gives each person 5 bullets at a distant paper target. Wang Jianjun shoots well, scoring 4 strong hits and receiving loud approval. When Chen Mo receives the rifle, Captain Zhao studies his face strangely. The weapon is familiar from Chen Mo's previous lifetime of professional hunting. He shoulders it naturally and sends the first bullet through the center ring. A second perfect shot follows silencing claims that the first was luck. The third, fourth, and fifth bullets strike the same tiny central area. 5 holes merge into one ragged opening, surpassing every soldier on the range. As Captain Zhao stares at Chen Mo's impossible score, recognition begins troubling his eyes. Captain Zhao personally inspects the target and finds every bullet clustered through one opening. He asks whether Chen Mo served in the military, but official records prove otherwise. Chen Mo credits solitary practice, leaving the captain unconvinced but unable to challenge him. The tracking stage sends applicants searching nearby hills for 3 hidden red cloths. While everyone rushes forward, Chen Mo studies footprints left in rain-softened soil. 3 deliberate military trails reveal the soldiers who planted each target the previous night. A scratched trunk and reversed leaves expose the first cloth inside a hollow. Scraped moss, broken ferns, and disturbed stones lead him toward the second. He finds it behind snapped branches only minutes after beginning the examination. The third soldier walked through a stream, hoping water would erase every trace. A faint, muddy footprint beyond the bank still reveals where the man climbed out. Chen Mo follows the trail up a steep slope toward a crooked pine. The final cloth waits between exposed roots, completing all 3 targets within 15 minutes. Captain Zhao admits his best soldiers would require twice that time for one. Most applicants return empty-handed, while Wang Jianjun finds only 2 cloths. His pride collapses when he sees Chen Mo resting with all 3 beside him. 7 remaining candidates enter the deep mountains for the final survival test. Each receives 1 knife and 1 signal flare for an entire winter night. Chen Mo chooses difficult terrain that discourages animals and careless competitors alike. He discovers a narrow valley protected by 3 rock walls and 1 entrance. Branches become a shelter, sparks become fire, and a carved spear catches fish. Within minutes, Chen Mo possesses warmth, food, water, and a defensible campsite. Unknown to him, Wang Jianjun sends followers to observe the valley secretly. The jealous applicant orders them to spread rabbit blood around Chen Mo's shelter. Wolves or boars should follow the scent and trap him against the stone walls. Everyone signed a death waiver, giving Wang Jianjun a convenient excuse afterward. Darkness falls, yet its spirit spring water keeps Chen Mo's senses unusually sharp. He hears careful footsteps and smells fresh blood before the intruders finish scattering it. Chen Mo remains still until they depart, then follows silently through the forest. Their whispers confirm that Wang Jianjun expects him to die before morning. The men return to a cave nearly 2 miles northwest of the valley. Chen Mo memorizes their position and carries the remaining blood back toward his camp. He marks trees and rocks, creating a stronger trail leading directly to their cave. A concealed spike pit provides additional protection at his own entrance. Near midnight, 3 wild boars approach, drawn by the blood surrounding the shelter. Fire stops them briefly, their heavy hooves tearing dirt beneath the moonlight. Chen Mo throws a burning branch, frightening the animals toward the fresher trail. All 3 boars charge across the mountain toward Wang Jianjun's sleeping group. Screams soon echo through the darkness as the plot reverses against its creators. Wang Jianjun slips in the blood and barely climbs a tree before impact. The largest boar repeatedly slams the trunk while he cries for rescue. His signal flare rises red above the forest, automatically ending his examination. With the threat redirected, Chen Mo enters the spirit space and sleeps comfortably. By morning, planted seeds have sprouted and every young animal has grown again. He reaches the meeting point first, looking more rested than anyone expects. Captain Zhao hears about 3 boars but senses that Chen Mo omits important details. Soon, injured followers stumble from the forest with torn clothes and terrified faces. Soldiers carry Wang Jianjun on a stretcher after rescuing him from the tree. Rabbit blood forms a clear trail toward his cave, exposing suspicious preparation. Wang Jianjun accuses Chen Mo but cannot explain how the blood appeared initially. Revealing the truth would expose his own attempted murder and likely send him to prison. Captain Zhao dismisses the accusation and confirms Wang Jianjun failed after using his flare. 5 applicants receive official hunter licenses with photographs and militia stamps. Chen Mo now has legal permission to hunt and obtain a registered firearm. Captain Zhao privately asks whether Chen Mo redirected the wild boars. Chen Mo observes that people who harm others often create their own punishment. The captain laughs yet warns that Wang Jianjun will remember this humiliation. He continues studying Chen Mo's face as though searching through an old memory. On the journey home, Old Yang celebrates Green Mountain Village's first licensed hunter. Qingxua waits beneath the village tree after dreaming Chen Mo died in blood. She runs toward him, checks every limb, and embraces him before everyone. Old Yang's teasing cough makes her release him with a burning red face. Zhao Ming and Lin Wanner also spent the night awake after hearing Qing-Shua's nightmare. Chen Mo displays his license and promises that hunting will now become much safer. White rabbit candy sweets wine, and rich dishes turn the evening into celebration. Lin Wanner feeds Chen Mo candy directly before violent noise shatters the warmth. 6 village thugs kick down the gate under the leadership of Xiao Taidan. Beside them stands Sun Heihua, Lin Wanner's former mother-in-law and longtime tormentor. She starved, beat, and enslaved Lin Wanner after blaming her for her husband's death. When an older son attacked the young widow, Lin Wanner defended herself with scissors. Sun Heihua punished the victim, accused her falsely, and threw her into the street. Now she claims Lin Wanner remains property purchased by her former household. Xiao Taidan displays a fraudulent marriage document bearing his name and Lin Wanner's. He paid 20 yuan to Sun Heihua and has come to collect his supposed wife. Lin Wanner trembles behind Chen Mo while Xiao Taidan examines her hungrily. Sun Heihua raises a hand, but Chen Mo catches her wrist before the slap lands. He states that expelling Lin Wanner ended every claim the former family possessed. Selling an unrelated woman is human trafficking regardless of any false certificate. Xiao Taidan ignores the law and orders his followers to seize her by force. Chen Mo's first kick launches one thug into the wall beside the broken gate. Another punch misses, and Chen Mo smashes the attacker's face with a counterstrike. A third swings a stool only to be pulled forward and kicked backward. The remaining men retreat behind Xiao Taidan, suddenly unwilling to continue. Their leader invokes his father's authority until Chen Mo punches him in the stomach. Chen Mo drives a knee into his face, breaking his nose with a sharp crack. Pinned beneath Chen Mo's foot, Xiao Taidan abandons every threat and begins begging. He promises never to approach Lin Wanner again after hearing what another attempt will cost. Chen Mo also demands 10 yuan for repairing the gate they destroyed. Xiao Taidan pays immediately and flees with blood covering his mouth and clothing. Sun Heihua follows after one final empty threat, terrified by what she witnessed. Lin Wanner embraces Chen Mo, blaming herself for bringing powerful enemies upon him. He reminds her that family members fight anyone who attempts to enslave one of them. Qingxua warns that Xiao Taidan's father controls the commune's financial records. Xiao Yukai also enjoys protection from County Deputy Security Chief Chen Dahai. Complaints against their family disappear, while the people making them often suffer punishment. Chen Mo brings the case to the village chief, who confirms its seriousness. Together they decide military channels offer the only path beyond county corruption. Captain Zhao remains outside civilian influence and has already shown strong principles. Before plans progress, Xiao Yukai arrives personally with his injured son. The accountant demands compensation, but Chen Mo identifies the false marriage as trafficking. The village chief supports Chen Mo and mentions his newly earned firearm rights. He also reminds Xiao Yukai that Chen Mo never misses a chosen target. The implication drains confidence from the official despite his polished shoes and influence. Xiao Yukai withdraws temporarily, promising revenge while privately fearing the coming rifle. At the militia compound next morning, Captain Zhao again questions Chen Mo's familiar appearance. He unexpectedly asks for the name of Chen Mo's father. Chen Mo reveals that Wang Heihua never gave birth to him. She found him beside a road and raised him primarily as unpaid family labor. Childhood fever once allowed him to overhear her contemptuous account of his discovery. His previous life eventually confirmed the truth, though poverty prevented any search. Rebirth now gives Chen Mo time, knowledge, and hope that his real parents survive. Captain Zhao silently connects his face to a respected general's old photograph. The general lost an infant son 27 years earlier under suspected trafficking circumstances. The timing, region, age, and appearance align too closely for comfortable coincidence. Hiding his suspicions, Captain Zhao leads Chen Mo toward the weapons warehouse. He presents a new double-barrel shotgun, originally reserved for the militia's finest shooter. Chen Mo checks the chamber and trigger, with movements identical to military training. Captain Zhao notices but accepts his explanation about borrowed hunting weapons. The firearm comes with 50 monthly rounds and strict records for every bullet. After receiving it, Chen Mo reports Xiao Yukai, Xiao Taidan, and Chen Dehai. Captain Zhao explains that accusations alone cannot defeat protected officials. Military involvement requires evidence strong enough to survive provincial examination. Chen Mo asks what would happen if he obtained Xiao Yukai's private ledger. Corrupt officials normally keep secret records as insurance against their own partners. Chen Mo remembers exactly where investigators found that ledger in his first life. It lies beneath the backyard pig trough inside a waterproof iron box. Captain Zhao promises to bypass county authorities if Chen Mo delivers the evidence. Military channels can carry it directly toward a provincial disciplinary investigation. After Chen Mo leaves, Captain Zhao writes an urgent letter to the capital. He respectfully informs the general about a young hunter resembling his lost son. Meanwhile, Chen Mo studies Xiao Yukai's habits through villagers and nightly observation. The accountant regularly gambles until midnight while his reckless son often sleeps elsewhere. An old yellow dog guards the front gate but rarely enters the backyard. For 3 nights, Chen Mo confirms every movement, wall, doorway, and household routine. On the 4th evening, Xiao Yukai and Xiao Taidan bicycle toward a gambling den. Xiao's wife later welcomes a secret lover while believing the property completely safe. Their distraction gives Chen Mo the exact opening he needs. He sedates the dog with treated meat and crosses the wall beneath darkness. A sweet potato keeps the pigs occupied while he moves their heavy stone trough. Half a meter below his shovel strikes the hidden iron box. Inside rests a thick ledger recording theft, bribery, and protected corruption since the 70s. Chen Mo restores the soil, replaces the trough, and leaves no visible trace. Reading inside the spirit space reveals a network reaching high into county government. Xiao Yukai stands at the bottom, Chen Dehai in the middle, and greater officials above. The next morning, Captain Zhao's hands shake as he studies the documented crimes. Chen Mo has provided exactly the evidence required to destroy the entire structure. The captain orders him to behave normally, while military channels begin moving. Returning from gambling, Xiao Yukai notices one fresh mark along his backyard wall. He digs beneath the trough and discovers his most dangerous protection has vanished. Suspicion falls upon his wife, whose nervous behavior exposes 6 months of adultery. The combined shock causes Xiao Yukai to collapse after striking his head. Half his body becomes paralyzed as his corrupt world begins crumbling around him. At home, Lin Wanner again calls herself a curse responsible for every conflict. Chen Mo lifts her face and declares that predators alone caused this disaster. He tells her she is his person, and anyone touching her must answer to him. That night, Lin Wanner enters his room after making a deeply personal decision. She offers her heart freely, no longer from desperation, hunger, or obligation. Chen Mo promises that accepting her means accepting responsibility for life. Their relationship changes permanently beneath the quiet winter darkness. The following morning, Qing Shua and Zhao Ming reveal they support Lin Wanner completely. Both also promise that their own hearts belong only to Chen Mo. The unusual household grows closer just as outside danger intensifies. Wang Heihua arrives with Chen Mo's older brothers and demands he surrender to Xiao Yukai. Chen Mo reminds them that their severed family relationship protects them from his choices. He then reveals that Wang Heihua knows she never actually gave birth to him. Her panic confirms the secret before either brother fully understands its meaning. The eldest attacks, but Chen Mo dislocates his wrist with one controlled movement. The second follows reluctantly and receives a bloody nose for his obedience. Wang Heihua lunges next, only for Qing Shua to seize her hair. Zhao Ming and Lin Wanner join, beating back the woman who tormented their protector. Their courage proves that years of helpless silence have finally ended. Old Yang then arrives with news that military officers raided Xiao Yukai's commune office. The accountant has suffered a stroke after discovering both betrayal and missing evidence. Wang Heihua retreats in humiliation, realizing the powerful family she feared is collapsing. Chen Mo remains cautious because Chen Dahai still controls county public security. At Xiao Yukai's bedside, the paralyzed man forces out a warning about the account book. Xiao Taiden rushes to Chen Dahai, who immediately understands the approaching disaster. Learning about Chen Mo's connection to Captain Zhao makes the deputy chief suspicious. He sends 3 armed enforcers to seize Chen Mo and recover the ledger. Before dawn, hidden wires alert Chen Mo to footsteps surrounding his yard. He sends the women through the rear gate to summon the village chief. 3 intruders enter with iron clubs, expecting a frightened rural household. Their leader opens the women's room and finds a shotgun against his forehead. The other 2 collapse into concealed bamboo traps that pierce their ankles. Under pressure, the leader admits, Chen Dahai ordered Chen Mo captured. Chen Mo binds all 3 because living witnesses can prove official retaliation. The village chief returns with the women and finally learns the entire operation. Before sunrise, they transport everyone toward the protected militia compound. Captain Zhao reveals that military authorities approved a formal special investigation. With the ledger and attempted kidnapping documented, Chen Dahai's protection disappears. Realizing his men failed, the deputy chief packs cash, gold, jade, and antiques. Armed soldiers surround his home before his family can escape through the back door. Captain Zhao presents the captured enforcers and opens the suspicious suitcases. Finally, he holds Xiao Yukai's ledger before Chen Dahai's collapsing expression. Every bribe, stolen fund, illegal order, and protected crime appears in his own network's records. Chen Dahai drops to his knees as soldiers remove him from the residence. 3 days of interrogation produce confessions reaching through the entire corrupt organization. Xiao Yukai is taken from his sickbed while Xiao Taiden begs unsuccessfully for mercy. Villagers celebrate because years of stolen land, intimidation, and buried complaints finally receive justice. Chen Mo and the 3 women return home after completing their official statements. Lin Wanner asks whether Xiao Taiden can ever return to threaten her. Chen Mo assures her that prison walls will hold him for the remainder of his life. Qingxua recognizes that every promise Chen Mo made has become reality. The village chief brings eggs and praises him for ending an untouchable family's rule. Chen Mo remembers everyone who helped his wife, funeral, and survival during hardship. He vows never to repeat the isolation that made his first life so empty. The next morning, fresh boar tracks lead him through mist toward a mountain stream. A careful rifle shot pierces the animal's lung, and Chen Mo follows calmly. The boar collapses after 200 yards, providing more than 200 pounds of meat. Instead of selling everything, Chen Mo decides to repay the village through generosity. Young men carry the carcass down while neighbors gather across the threshing ground. Every household receives a share based upon the number of people it must feed. Mothers weep because children who rarely taste meat will eat well that evening. Qingxua Zhaoming and Lin Wanner watch their man turn strength into protection. Wang Heihua arrives demanding family portions, though she abandoned Chen Mo during his darkest hour. The chief publicly recalls her refusal to help with medicine, burial expenses, or basic dignity. When she insults the widows as cursed husband killers, the 3 women hold hands. They no longer face cruelty alone because Chen Mo stands behind them and they stand beside one another. The village rejects Wang Heihua's claim, while Chen Mo's chosen family remains unbroken before everyone. Having returned from a life of regret, Chen Mo finally protects the people who once gave their lives for him.